I'm standing in the store ready to check out with my groceries, and I'm scrolling on my phone, and I had a message come through on Messenger, and he lays it all out for me, how we're related through this doctor. He's my half brother, and that's my father. And into my investigative skills,
Yeah.
I went back on my rabbit hole, and the same doctor that I had gone to before years ago, I found him again, and I was just going to again see if maybe there's something he remembered, something he hadn't said before. And I called and I said I wanted to come back down there, and he's like, no, I'm going to be out of town. And I hadn't even said when I was coming, and so I thought that's weird. And then he said he had dementia, and I thought, well, okay. So I remembered when I was down there the first time, he had a son, and I remembered it just because he was also a doctor and he had the same name as the dad. And so I found him, and he was in Florida, and I called and I just said, I had some information about my mother, and I didn't know, I think they were pretty close. I didn't know if maybe if he's in good health, if I should call and tell him. And he's like, oh yeah, he's fine. You should give him a call. So now I'm really confused, but it's not clicking. I don't know why. It's just not, I'm just confused. And a couple days later, I'm standing in the store ready to check out with my groceries, and I'm scrolling on my phone, and I had a message come through on Messenger from somebody totally different that I had not yet had any interaction with. And he lays it all out for me, how we're related through this doctor. He's my half brother, and that's my father. And I mean, hysterical. Like, I just left my cart right in the middle of the floor. Wow. I left, and that doctor that I had been down to see was actually my father.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That is insane to think about. So you've had a few conversations with your father without even knowing he was your father.
Yeah. I just assume that they must have had an agreement back then that they were both married at the time, and he's a doctor, she's a nurse. He's Filipino, she's white. It's 1971. I guess they assumed this is best for both of them, to just have my mom raise me with her husband, and nobody ever has to know.
Did you feel closure after that, or did that open up a can of worms?
I did feel a little bit of closure, because I just never thought I would know why I looked different. I never thought I would know. I thought I felt like my mom knew something, but at that time I didn't even know, am I adopted? What is she hiding?
Right.
But I just thought it's going to die with her. I'll never know. And so just to find out, yes, there was some closure there, but I always want more. I always want, to push it further. So,
right. So you have kids now. You have been through a divorce. What happens after that divorce? Like, where's your mindset go? Like, okay, I'm back to the fight, back to the struggle. What do you do from there?
Back in the struggle, single mom. It was tough. We were very young when we got married. I think I was 22 and he was 20, so it was tough. He took on a ready-made family. I already had Jocelyn. Not too much longer, here we have other kids. So it was a struggle. And when we divorced, it was hard for him to be around and see what he had lost. So he had to, go on his own journey and get himself together. And so it was some years, by myself and figuring things out. My mom did help me a lot.
That's good.
She would watch the kids so I could work and things like that. That was a huge blessing. So yeah, it was tough.